So on to better news, you're hearing the stories and the awareness of what it actually means to become a donor and to try to get people to sign up to become donors. And in this case, this first story, it's a little different. This is Dawn Lyons-Wood. She is a mother of Emily Christine Lyons, who was killed in a snowmobile accident in 2015. Emily was an organ and tissue donor and helped several people through her gifts. Her mother, Dawn, has more of Emily's story, and as well as her own story about what she does today and every day in her future. So Dawn, why don't you come on up?
Thank you, Chad, Mark, and Lynn, and everyone else for being here today to talk about the importance of not only kidney, but organ and tissue donation. If you are here, there's a very good chance that you are or love someone with a connection to organ donation. And although it doesn't always feel like a gift, it's a great family to be a part of. I have never met so many kind and compassionate people in my life. I was just standing next to Devin today, and my friend Jill and Brenda and Paul. All these people have become my friends in my family. And when I think about the direction that my life has taken since Emily's accident, obviously I'm sad and I'm grateful all at the same time. A very large thank you to my husband, Michael, who's trying to get his camera ready. I always like to thank him and his support and willingness to accommodate me on my many adventures in sharing my daughter Emily's story. As mentioned, my name is Dawn Lyons-Wood. I am a proud wife and mother of 7 children of our blended family. I'm a customer service manager at a printing company. I'm an active member of the Beaver Dam Lions Club. I am a cornea transporter. I am a volunteer with the Lions Eye Bank of Wisconsin and UW Organ and Tissue Donation. And every day, I am the proud mother of a hero. I was asked here to share my story of donation, and I would like to tell you about the events that brought us to where we are today. On February 28th of 2015, while on a weekend getaway with her boyfriend and his family, my daughter Emily was involved in a single snowmobile accident. We received the call that is beyond every parent's worst nightmare. Our daughter was being med-flighted to Wausau. On March 1st, after all of the designated tests were completed, we were informed that Emily did not have any active brain activity, and we would not be bringing her home. Shortly after that, we were approached by the donor liaison at the hospital. As you can imagine, our heads were spinning. Organ and tissue donation wasn't anything that our family really talked about. My aunt was a double cornea recipient, so I just assumed that we would all do the right thing. Although I knew that Emily had the orange sticker on her driver's license, I was unaware that she even had the foresight to sign the donor registry online. By doing this, Emily gave us a gift. We did not have to make the decision to donate. She made it for us. At the worst moment in our lives, we were left to fulfill her wishes, and I will be forever grateful that we did not have to make that choice. To be honest with you, I'm not sure I would be standing here today. I give anyone the utmost respect for having to make that decision at such an unimaginable moment. Emily made her choice 3 years prior, and now we were left to carry it out. I will be eternally grateful that Emily opened our eyes and let us fulfill her last wish. I'd like to take a moment and tell you about my daughter. She is the oldest of our 7 children. Not only do I love her because she's my child, I love her for the person she was and the spirit that she continues to be. She was the homecoming queen, varsity golf captain, National Honor Society member, and a very active member of our community. She was in her freshman year at UW La Crosse, working towards her goal of being an optometrist. The month of her accident, she was signed up to assist Habitat for Humanity, and the day of her accident, she was to be inducted into the UW La Crosse Campus Lions Club. Emily was the type of person that had a presence when she walked into a room. However, she never demanded it, it just came natural. She had a giving heart and always thought of others first. She took advantage of every earthly day. She's deeply missed by not only us, but by the entire community. and I truly believe that she was born to help mankind, and it is a complete honor to be her mother. So the donor process began, and in a little over 24 hours, Emily's final surgery was scheduled. We were going to have to say our final goodbyes. I was able to write a letter that would be copied and travel with Emily and all of her organs. The doctors would read the letter before the life-saving surgeries were performed. With Em's one surgery, she was able to save the lives of 6 people, give sight to 2 people in the state of Wisconsin, and improve the lives of over 60 people in 22 different states. They were able to divide her liver and save 2 people with her one organ. It is exactly what she would have wanted. After Emmy physically left this world, I instantly knew that I needed to fulfill what she started. I needed to live every day to the fullest. I needed to be kinder, take care of my fellow human beings, and be the best person that I could, and make a difference in this world while I am here. This is my new life's mission. I will serve in my daughter's name and spend every day promoting what I see as her final wish. I will make sure her legacy goes on and that she is never forgotten. When I am having a moment, I like to think of Emmy's recipients, and all recipients, quite honestly. My daughter was involved in a fatal accident, and try as I might, I can't change that event. However, I can give thanks to her and her kind, loving heart that chose to help others. She gave the gift of life and love to other human beings, and I find that fascinating. In Emily's honor, we hold the Emily C. Lyons Memorial Golf Outing every July. This past year was the 7th annual, and we had some very special participants. Emily's kidney and pancreas recipient, as well as her liver recipient, were in attendance. I don't believe I have the words to explain the instant love and connection we felt. I feel a little different than most other donor mothers. I don't necessarily feel that a part of my daughter lives on in the recipient. I believe she gave them a gift, and all we can ask is that they are grateful and kind. And both of their families were. That's both of her recipients, so that was great timing. I'd like to take a moment and share some statistics. Currently, there are nearly 124,000 men, women, and children waiting for life-saving transplants. Every 10 minutes, another name is added to the national transplant waiting list. Sadly, an average of 22 people die each day because the organs they need are not donated in time. And only 3% of the people pass in a way that allows them to be a donor. And 90% of Americans say they support donation, but only 30% know the essential steps to take to be a donor. I was having a difficult day not that long ago, and I reached out for help. I spoke with my wonderful friend at UW Organ and Tissue Donation, and she explained to me that Emily left many gifts. Not only was it her organs, cornea, and tissue, but she started her ripple effect. She saved lives, she changed lives, and she changed my path, which allows me to change lives as well. Her legacy was not her organ, tissue, and cornea donation. It was actually her ripple effect. I'm so proud of what my daughter has accomplished. By Emily agreeing to be a donor, she gave her recipients a gift, but also gave one to me, my family, and the friends that she left behind. We now have something positive to focus on instead of just our grief. It is because of Emily's ripple effect that Mark finds my story particularly interesting. Because of my mission, I spend a lot of time with donor families, organ recipients, as well as living donors. It only seemed right that I should be one as well. This past July, I started all of the testing to become a non-direct living kidney donor. It was something that I have thought about and wanted to do for many years. Unfortunately, my story did not end as I had hoped. Although my main objective was to save a life, through the testing, I found that I have low-functioning kidneys and now have my own monitoring plan. I may not have been able to save someone else, but it definitely gave me the opportunity to help myself. Who knows, that might have been Emily's plan all along. So that is my story, and that's my passion. I appreciate you letting me share it with you and taking the time to listen. It is an honor, a sincere honor, to be included in this amazing group of people. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Mark and Lynn, for bringing us together and working so hard and for so many miles to raise awareness. It's a pleasure to be in this company. It is my hope that you are all organ tissue and cornea donors and make sure that your family and friends know of your wishes. Thank you, and God bless.
Does anybody have any questions for Dawn that she can answer? That's part of this event, is the fact that everybody here is touched by this by some capacity. But if you want to hear more and have a question, we're more than willing to have you do it now while we have our speakers up here, or you can find us after the event if you think it's maybe a little more personal in nature. So yeah, there's nothing here to hide. So if nobody has any questions, we'll continue on. Thank you.